That niggerhead thing was really, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I might even be surprised.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And that's the point.
He's a cowboy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the dude is a cowboy. Like,
Or that's his persona. Because is he really? The guy ran for. He was under the. He ran the Gore. He was on the Gore election campaign in 1989 when Gore was running for president. So he was, and Gore almost ran as a Green. He almost started the Green Party himself back in 1989 when Dukakis won and Bush beat Dukakis out. But Perry was one of the original members of that Gore White House push.
You know, but I think in relation to the niggerhead idea, I think that, I mean, in most cases they had a differentiated definition.
Yeah.
There's been places like Nigger Lake that's been identified in America.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the fact of the matter is that he was leasing it wasn't his property. But the fact that you can invite friends and family to an event and not...
And
it's
celebrate
such a status
that.
quo, the word itself has no impact.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't show signs as far as you being like, oh, he's a racist because he has niggerhead. But it definitely shows a desensitized idea or aspect to how you feel towards the plight and the history of
It's
Africa.
definitely an individual who is not necessarily oblivious, but wants to rewrite American history where there were no lynchings, where there was no Jim Crow, where there was, you know, where it was a time with happy people growing up in the American ideal. You know what I mean? Like, this is what they want to perpetuate. You know? And in doing that, they can still put people to death. I mean, the Perry administration has put over 250 people to death. No governor has ever stood. I mean, he's only been governor since '96, you know, or maybe '98. You know, I mean, you know, but maybe 10 years.
I draw so much different comparison between him and Rick Scott as far as the oppressive legislature that is designed. There's not really a black caucus in Texas. It's more of where, you know, as far as the legislation and the policies, I saw a few policies. I didn't read too much, but you know, when it comes, I saw too much of the niggerhead thing. I saw it and I was just like, you know, wow, it's a very, very impactful word still. And it's, I mean, we all use it, I mean, not we all as far as people within the African diaspora, we use it kind of like a regular word. Absolutely. But, you know, the fact that it's been tossed out there and it's just like, he's kind of like, whoa, it happened.
But in an elitist institution, which you would assume he would be running within, elitist circles, there's only one connotation, and it's diminutive. It's not a tribute to some Shakespearean play.
You know, it actually worked to his benefit.
Shakespearean play.
It could have actually worked to his benefit. I think people actually would have saw that and be like, whoa, this guy's really not with, like...
This guy's anti-Obama.
Exactly. And I think that just has that subliminal support to where it garners support in that kind of direction.
But that seems like all they do. And that's the irony of the Herman Cain push. Is because, there's Republicans that are dying not to appear racist because they're anti-Obama, you know. And that's what puts people like Representative Maxine Waters, or who's the representative in Orlando, or Florida, the black Republican. I can't...
Alan West.
Alan West, you know. These guys, they don't have that democratic liberal agenda that you generally associate with the champion of the common people, you know. But they're still trying to pull that weight, like a Ron Paul, trying to pull the common worker together. But yet he's still a member of the GOP, which is the most corporate political institution in the world, you know. So it's contradictory, you know.
I think at the end of the day, when I look at, you know, just Democratic and Republican Party, you know, the Republican Party, they believe as far as wealth that it trickles down from the top to the bottom. And that's very, very critical to know that if we've identified people in the top as corrupt and not being able to do their job in public administration or even in business in most cases, you know, even though they're guiding the business, you know, for people, the majority of America are working America. We're working Americans.
Oh, everybody.
You know, and that's just a reality of the situation. And if people are becoming to align themselves.
What do you think about Governor Christie? Do you think he would have made an impact on the Republican field?